President Jacob Zuma will make his first official state visit to Germany this week, meeting German Chancellor Angela Merkel on Tuesday. The SABC's Ira Spitzer spoke to South Africa's ambassador to Germany, Makhenkesi Stofile, about the upcoming meeting.
South Africa is Germany's biggest trading partner in Africa. How will you seek to maintain that relationship? And what are your priorities in the coming year?
Yes, South Africa is the largest partner with Germany at the level of economy and trade. And as ambassador, indeed as an embassy, it is our primary responsibility, amongst other things, to keep the good relationships at the political level. But it is also very important to make sure that that economic partnership continues to grow. Because South Africa is young, 21 years old, and she relies a lot on elderly sisters or brothers to grow her own economy and to learn from their own experiences. I know that many German companies have been in South Africa for more than 150 years, in the case of Siemens and so on, ThyssenKrupp or Baker. But the truth of the matter is that the far-flung areas of Germany, where most of your vibrant small and medium enterprise economies are to be found, are not very conversant with South Africa. They are not very conversant with what can be done, what opportunities are there, and what business niches are available for them in South Africa.
What do you expect Chancellor Merkel and President Zuma to discuss in their meeting?
Well, there are two leaders of their countries, but they are also leading two very important countries in their regions. President Zuma head South Africa in the African Union, and as such, because of our political and economic status, our credentials politically, we have inherited a position of leadership, whether we like it or not. The truth of the matter is that many African countries look up to us to help lead Africa in political, economic issues. We must exercise this hegemony very wisely. We must not be obtrusive, while we must not be too assertive. Chancellor Merkel is leading a very strong Germany, Germany which is politically credible, politically strong, and economically very strong. And as such, they can easily impose their hegemony on the rest of Europe, but they will have different experiences, different. Chancellor Merkel, I'm sure, will share with President Zuma such things as how she led Europe in the resolution of the Greek crisis, for instance, what her approach is to the current migrant crisis in Europe. And President Zuma might want to share with the Chancellor South Africa's own experience with migrations. Because for Europe, it's just about a 4 months old phenomenon. With us, it has been there since 1994 already, or even before. I will be very pleased if they discuss the long-term strategies. What is to be the world's policy on these migrants and these refugees? Where is the policy? Europe does not have that policy. South Africa, Africa do not have that policy. We need cogent migration policies. We need to align our migration policies so that we can plan accordingly and deal with these issues when they come. They will want to, I am sure, they will want to discuss strategies of fast-tracking skills for young South Africans, because providing quality education for South Africa is one of our government priorities. Germany has reached that stage. I know the Germans will not agree with me. They still think they must improve. But I think South Africa can learn from the German strategies and companies how to improve the quality of education.
Will they be discussing the International Criminal Court? And do you see any potential differences of opinion there? Could they be discussing South Africa's membership in the ICC?
Well, I would be surprised if they didn't discuss that, seeing that it had become topical in the last few weeks, especially in the light of the ruling party's Congress, which asked of government to look again at its membership of the ICC. Now, this is a political party position. It does not say we must leave the ICC. It simply says government must look again at this. So I'm sure Chancellor Merkel might want to hear more about this. I don't know if she will say to President Zuma, South Africa must not leave. She probably will make a case for remaining, but in the end, the decision must be taken by South Africa herself. They will not necessarily agree with whatever we decide, but I'm sure they will respect it.